How's it going, everyone? Marriland here, and it's time for more of the Pokemon Sword and Shield walkthrough. So last time I checked out Route 3 on the way to Turffield, and we gotta go through this Galar mine. However, there was something that was brought to light. I was talking about how hard it is to find that one centipede Pokemon. So there was something that was mentioned in the comments, actually, that was quite helpful that I'm gonna test out. So apparently, if a Pokemon has Flash Fire, it increases the chances of running into a Pokemon that's part Fire type. So since the only Fire type in the random encounters, like the Shaking Grass, not these roly-poly, since the only encounter that's a Fire type there is, you know, the bug, which I don't remember its name. Oh my gosh. All right, hold on. What is it? It is Sizzlipede. I kept thinking of its evolution. Oh man. Okay, yeah, anyway, the bacon bug. Yeah, so the only Pokemon that you should be able to find that's a fire type there is that thing. And yeah, sure enough, there it is. That 1% encounter apparently does get bumped up to 50%, which is very nice. That's quite handy indeed. So yeah, let's go ahead and catch this thing. I didn't really need it because I already had a fire type, and I certainly wasn't gonna sit around there for a 1% chance encounter. And honestly, if you really want one and you have a Pokemon with Flash Fire, you probably already have a fire type. So I don't know, it's not like super necessary, but yeah, I figured that was a pretty good trick to point out that I didn't even think of. So anyway, that being said, let me go bring my Raboot back, and we're gonna check out the Galar mine. So it's not overly large, it's rather straightforward, but it should still be a pretty good time. So let's go ahead and check it out. There are a few new Pokemon in there. And of course, remember, you can always talk to this girl to heal if you need some healing and don't feel like going all the way back to town. All right, the Galar mine. So here's one of the new Pokemon we can run into. Timber! It's a fighting type. It's all right. It's not too bad. It's reasonably strong. Oh wait, I already have one. Shoot! I completely forgot. Yeah, that's right. You can get them earlier. Okay, well, I guess that gives me a good opportunity to explain why did it only shake once? Well, that's what's called a critical capture. So, as you fill out your Pokédex... Oh wait, I don't want to actually add you to the party. As you fill out your Pokédex, you'll have a higher chance of this happening. And think of it like a critical hit, except for catching Pokemon. So it's kind of nice, kind of handy. It makes it so the ball will only need to shake once before you catch it. The rate this happens increases as you complete more Pokédex entries for your Pokédex. You actually have to catch things in order for it to count, but it's still pretty handy. All right, so it's pretty straightforward if you want to get through here without any complication. Literally just follow this track until you find a bridge and then keep following it. Like, that's honestly all there is to it. But, you know, there's a lot more you can do around here, so we might as well. Let's use this Arrokuda. There's probably going to be a few fire and rock types. Oh, and I do see that item. I'll get it in a moment here. So let's fight this guy. Get him out of the way. Worker Keith. It's a Roggenrola. Well, I'm glad I made this switch. Okay, let's use Aqua Jet. This thing does have a fair amount of defense. Oh dear. Oh, it has weak armor. Yeah, thankfully it doesn't have sturdy, so that's rather nice. And I guess it doesn't matter if its speed increases because I'm using Aqua Jet. Oh, this poor Arrokuda doesn't have very much defense now, does it? No. That's fine. I still haven't settled on what kind of a team I want to end up with. So I'm just using a few things. We'll see what works, what doesn't. Maybe if there's something cool I see. Oh yeah, anyway, here's this item here, a Revive. Certainly a nice pickup. Alright, so there's that Pokeball, well, that item over here. Let's go ahead and grab this. 3 Great Balls! That's great! And then there's this little room here, but what you want to do I really like the attention to detail, like on all the different like beams and these traffic cones and all that stuff. But yeah, anyway, keep going down out here and you'll reach Route 3 again. You can't really do anything here, but technically it's Route 3. It does house TM54 Rock Blast though, which is actually not too shabby. It hits 2 to 5 times at 25 power. I don't think I have any Pokemon that can learn it. It's mostly rock types, but that'd be good on something like Roly-Poly if you're using that. So yeah, well anyway, I'm glad I got that. Definitely want to pick that up to add it to your TM collection so you'll have more moves available. Anyway, let's continue through the Galar mine. Yeah, pretty much anytime you see a pathway off this mine track, it's just an optional area. There's plenty of them. In order to do good work, I can't slack off on training. All right, here we go. Worker, Georgia. The stars in my eyes, I love it. Timber! Yeah, this thing can hit fairly hard. It does have high attack, so... Oh, you have a lot of Pokemon on your team, wow. I guess we'll send out my Dottler. Not only do you have a super effective move, but you're also resistant to fighting moves, so that's good. Rock Throw. This isn't good, though. Now I don't know if I want to switch out. I guess I could set up Reflect. Yeah, let's do that. That'll increase the, well, decrease the damage I take from physical attacks. So even if you use Rock Throw, it's not going to do very much. Yeah, that's something really nice about Dottler, is it does get access to both of those screen moves. Oh, not quite. So you can always use it to set those up, and then your team will take a lot less damage from those moves. Even if you switch out, it lasts for 5 turns, so that's definitely a nice use for Dottler. Maybe it's not the strongest Pokemon. Oh, there was one other thing I completely forgot to mention. So, while I was looking for that Sizzlipede, my Raboot, he ended up gaining a level, and that was enough to get him Flame Charge, which is great. It's a physical-based fire-type move, and it also raises the user's speed by 1 stage after you use it. Now, that's not as important for Raboot, because it's pretty fast anyway, but the nice thing about it is it works off of Raboot's, you know, attack stat, which is a lot higher in my case than its special attack stat. So I know its Ember really was not doing very much at all. Flame Charge should be much better. And since I'm pretty sure it does have much higher attack than special attack as a general rule, yeah, when you get that move, you'll feel like, oh yeah, my Raboot's finally doing some damage. Alright, well, she has 3 Timber from the looks of it. And they're all gone. You made for some good training. 1,400 bucks, not bad. Well, Poké-Dollars. I mean prize money. Anyway, there is a bag of Stardust over here. We can sell that for some dough, whatever you call it. And TM26, Scary Face. Wow, they made Scary Face into a TM. It sharply lowers the target speed stat. Now, why? You might be wondering, why did they make such a bad TM move? But honestly, something really important to remember is these are nice against the max raid battles. You'll find a lot of the, you know, sharp decrease stat move things like, well, like Scary Face here. You'll find that those have been made into TM moves, and I think it's just so your Pokemon will have options against the, hold on, I want to fight this bat, not this Timber. Move. Okay, there we go. Did I... Seriously? I tried to move on to it. Oh, man. But yeah, that's definitely part of the reason, I'm sure. Well, okay, I'm not certain, but it seems like a pretty logical reason that they would add that. Anyway, this is one of the new Pokemon you can run into. It's Woobat. It's a Psychic Flying type, not really all that great, even after it evolves, which it evolves via Happiness. Oh, is that another critical catch? It is, okay, cool. You don't usually get 2 of them in a row, even later on. Especially this early on. Huh, very nice. Alright, well, yeah, I really don't recommend it. It's not very good, but it's psychic flying type. I don't know. Seems like there's a lot better options. But you'll probably want it for your Pokédex. And you'll also want to pick up this Hard Stone. It boosts the power of Rock-type moves when held, which is pretty good. Oh! Roly-coly. I already have one of you. You can get them really easily outside. I think they might be a higher level in here, so... well, whatever the case. Okay, let's go ahead and fight you. Working women are good at Pokemon battles, too. Okay, Worker Sandra. Let's see how good you are at Pokemon battles. Diglett! It's so weird not seeing that little strand of hair on its head from the Alola forms. Yeah, Diglett, it's pretty fast. It's a ground type, doesn't have a lot of HP or defenses, but it is pretty fast. So yeah, using Aqua Jet is a nice way to get the jump on it. And Drillbur, yes, another ground type Pokemon. That's reasonably high attack. It evolves into something really good, but we won't be seeing that for quite a while. Rapid Spin, which they did change, by the way. You'll notice now Rapid Spin also increases the user's speed after it's used, so that's pretty handy. Also, my poor Arrokuda, you really need some healing. Okay, well, I'll do that in a moment. Your Pokemon, I want to scout them. No, they're mine. You can't have them. Won't let you. Alright, let's use some kind of healing item here. I guess I have some potions. We'll use that. Good enough for now. Alright. Some more roly-coly over here. Oh, there's a Carkol that's riding on the rails. You're probably not going to be able to catch up with it, but every now and then you might, like, it might kind of run you over, which it won't do damage to you, but you will encounter a wild Carkol, which is Roly-Coly's evolution. Anyway, over here, I don't know how I snuck past that guy, but I did. There's some heavy-duty boots. Yeah, these boots prevent the effects of traps set on the battlefield, so that's kind of handy. I can put those on to get around things like spikes and whatnot. Sure, I guess we'll use this Arrokuda. I was looking around for items, but I found a trainer. You didn't find either, buddy! I snuck right past you! And there was an item directly to your left, my right. How did you miss both of those things? Oh, this is gonna be interesting. I mean, I guess we'll have a chance to see Roly-Coly's ability, because I'm gonna hit it with this water-type move. And... oh, it doesn't have the ability. They don't always have that ability, Steam Engine. But yeah, if it did have Steam Engine, it would raise its speed drastically when hit by a water or fire type move. Which it was pointed out to me, by the way, that that's really, really good if you started with Grookey, because then if your opponent's gonna use a fire type move, you just switch out to that. And, you know, it's very resistant, and it gets that speed boost, so that was a very good tip. Thank you so much, Chugga-Conright, for that. Yeah, we of course had to talk about the game. But yeah, that is just a really good tip. Or if you have, like, a grass-type Pokemon on your team, I mean, it's not going to do you much good if you started with, you know, Scorbunny, because you probably already have a fire type. But even if you're using Sobble and you have a grass type. Alright, 2 super potions right here. Very good. Don't think there's anything else. Now, you want to make sure your Pokemon are in at least okay shape, and you want to make sure you have something that is super effective against Psychic. So something that's like a Bug type, something with Dark type moves, or a Dark type. Something along those lines, which I should probably use a potion on my Dottler. Because we're gonna have to fight against someone here. This fellow might look a little familiar. We've seen him before. Coming this way, I'd advise against it. Any trainer with a wishing star is in for a beating from me and my Pokemon. At least he gives you a warning. You're the gym challenger endorsed by the champion, aren't you? What a joke. You are aware that the chairman is more important than the champion, right? I was chosen by the chairman himself, so that makes me more amazing than you. I suppose I should prove beyond doubt just how pathetic you are and how strong I am. You are challenged by Pokemon trainer Bede. Yeah, he has some really cool music. I really like it, although he is very smug. So he uses a team of pure Psychic type Pokemon, 3 of them. So that's why I recommended having some kind of a counter to that. I think before I set up Struggle Bug, I think I'm gonna set up Light Screen here. Because they all pretty much use special base moves as well. Endeavor. Oh, yikes. So that's kind of dangerous because Endeavor will basically do damage until you have equal HP. So this is bad if it uses it again, because then it's going to basically set my, I'm just giving your Pokemon a little chance to shine, that's all. It would basically set my Dottler to probably 6 HP. No! You actually landed the Confuse chance. Oh man, this is bad. Well, at least I broke through Confusion. Yeah, Bug-type moves are also very effective. In case I didn't say that. I think I did? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. Anyway, this is a new Pokemon, Hatenna. So, I kind of want to get out of here. Let's send out... I guess we'll send out my Arrokuda. It has Bite. I do have the effects of Light Screen up, so I'll take a lot less damage from special base moves. Very handy. Anticipation. That'll make it shudder if it sees I have a super effective move. I have to say, Hatenna looks like a Kirby enemy. It just does. Alright, one more bite. That should do. Wonderful. Oh no, my light screen! And lastly, Gothita. Of course, the order he sends them out might change. Because he kind of sends them out based on what you use. Sure, we'll send out this Dottler. I shouldn't even need to worry about setting up light screen. It was very handy for setting out Arrokuda, though. Oh dear, what have I been doing? Well, whatever, let's just get this over with. Okay. Uh-oh, competitive! Yeah, if you lower its stats, it'll raise its special attack sharply. It's still not enough to do pretty much anything to my Dottler, but that is something you gotta watch out for. Especially if you have something with Intimidate that activates as soon as you send it out. Well, it wasn't a big threat or anything, it's just a mild inconvenience. Okay, there we go. I see. Well, that's fine. I wasn't really trying all that hard anyway. Well, that was unexpected. I suppose you're more able than I thought. Naturally, I'll remember your battle style and strategies now. I'm sure to easily defeat you if and when we face each other in an official match. Now that we've established that, I won't waste any more time on you. I've already gathered every wishing star in this area. Alright. Good for you. Anyway, before you leave, there is a bag of Stardust right here. And I think that's actually it, right? Pretty sure. Yeah, but you also might want to pick up all the Pokemon in the area. So something that I haven't really been showing, if you go to your Pokédex, while you're in an area, it will show you Pokemon that you haven't yet caught that are in the area that you might want to. So in this case, there's Diglett, Drillbur, and Roggenrola. All things that we've seen, and all things that I kind of want to catch before I leave. You don't have to, but you can check that Pokédex when you're in an area just to see if there's anything you're missing out on. Well, I don't have this Roggenrola, so let's go ahead and get this. It's a rock type. It's pretty strong. It's pure rock, so that means it only takes super effective damage from things like water or grass, unlike several other, you know, rock types that are oftentimes like rock ground or something. It's strong. It has good attack, good defense, pretty straightforward. You could give it Rock Blast right away and it'll hit fairly hard. I don't know if I'd pick this over Carcoal, but you know, if you are like me and started with Scorbunny, you don't really need another fire type, so having a Roggenrola might be a good compromise there. Oh, and look at that, Pokédex updated. Nice. Let's just take a look at you really fast here. See what you're all about. Yeah, look at that. Attack, defense. It also has Sturdy, which is pretty handy. I know you saw weak armor on the other one earlier, but Sturdy makes it so if it's at full HP and it would take enough damage to knock it out in one hit, it will survive with 1 HP. It has to be at full HP in order for it to work, but it is pretty nice. Oh, and it came with an Everstone. Yeah, don't leave this on, otherwise it will not evolve. The Everstone prevents the Pokemon holding it from evolving while it's held, so yeah, you really don't want to have that on while you're training it up. I don't even know how many people in, say, Black and White caught one of these things and didn't really think, oh, I should take off this Everstone, and just were waiting and waiting for their Roggenrola to evolve. Oh, man. All right. Oh, I hear a Drillbur. Great, one of the other Pokemon I was looking for. So yeah, I kind of talked about Drillbur earlier as well. It's a ground type. It evolves into a very powerful ground steel type. Very high attack. It's a great Pokemon. But that being said, you probably don't need to get one right now because Drillbur, it's okay, but you can wait a bit and just catch it when it's closer to evolving. There's places you can either just get its evolution, Excadrill, you can just get it in the wild, or you can get Drillbur at higher level, I'm pretty sure. So that's why I don't necessarily recommend to bring one with you on your team. Besides, it's not going to help you in either of the upcoming gyms. Well, the 2 upcoming gyms. But I mean, you know, it's still a good Pokemon, I guess. Definitely worth mentioning that. So, but just don't really think it's, like, going to do amazing. Alright, so I believe that leaves one Pokemon left. Let me go find it. It's Diglett. And there it is. Oh! Get back here. Alright, yeah, Diglett, which we also kind of talked about, but you can catch it here. I don't really recommend it. It has very low HP. It's okay, but like if you're in the market for a ground type, honestly, just use the donkey. Go back to the wild area and just go get Mudbray. It's such a good ground type, and it, like, honestly, Diglett just really isn't that great. Even after it evolves, it's not really good because it's very weak defensively. But yeah, hey, excellent! Great job on filling your Pokédex. Well, thank you. Oh, yes, looks like I can go over here now. I don't even know. All right, anyway, yeah. See ya, Diglett. Okay, so that should conclude everything waiting for you inside of the Galar mine. Don't worry about healing because there's someone that you can heal at right outside here, so that's totally fine. Anyway, let's move on to Route 4. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please consider liking the video, subscribing to my YouTube channel, and turn on notifications to get updated. Be sure to check out my website for more Pokemon Sword and Shield coverage, including a full mobile-friendly Pokédex, a powerful team builder, and a written walkthrough. See you next time!